We hear it everywhere today. Christianity is too restrictive. It holds people back with outdated rules, preventing you from living your own truth. This criticism relies on a modern equation. Having more options equals more freedom. The goal is to keep every door open. But raw experience shows otherwise. Making choices without restraint, giving in to every impulse, rarely leaves a person liberated. Sin promises liberation on the front end. It tells you that you are finally taking control. But on the back end, it consistently delivers deep psychological and physical bondage. If ultimate, unfiltered choice is what makes us free, that framework fails to explain why exercising those choices so often leaves us feeling utterly trapped. The failure of that modern equation leaves a vacuum, and it requires a different way to understand human agency. Here, the Christian perspective steps in. Writing to the Romans, St. Paul points out a reality of human nature. He asks, "Do you not know that to whom you offer yourselves as servants to obey, his servants you are?" This suggests that the human will never exists in a vacuum. If a choice leads to a habit you can't break, you haven't expanded your options, you've simply shifted who or what is in control. We are constantly being formed by the things we choose to follow, which means we eventually serve something, either the decay of sin or the discipline of justice. Viewing freedom as the absence of rules is a broken definition. We need a definitional shift. The Catholic claim here is straightforward. Christianity does not oppose human freedom. It redefines it entirely. When Jesus states that knowing the truth will set you free, he establishes that freedom is not found in ignoring reality. It is found by aligning your life with it. This illustrates two contrasting ideas. On the left is our modern default, freedom of indifference, the shallow ability to choose anything, usually leading to chaos. On the right is freedom for excellence, not endless options, but developing the ability to consistently choose the good. The Catechism explicitly states that the more one does what is good, the freer one becomes. The righteous action itself generates the freedom. True freedom is not the chaotic right to do whatever you want. It is the cultivated power to choose what is right. You can see this dynamic at work in any highly disciplined field. Look at the daily regimen of a master musician or a high-level athlete. An Olympic runner doesn't look at a strict physical diet, or a pianist at thousands of hours of practicing scales, as a restriction. These rigid boundaries are what grant them their capabilities. By narrowing their focus through repetition, they build the specific physical and mental strength required to perform at a level that appears effortless. Christian moral teaching operates exactly the same way. The commandments and teachings act as a highly specific training regimen designed to form the soul and discipline the human will. These rigid disciplines do not destroy human freedom. They are the hidden, necessary prerequisites for achieving ultimate spiritual greatness. This concept of rules leading to freedom relies heavily on teleology, the idea that things have an inherent purpose and a functional design. Think of a train. This diagram shows its functional path. A train is highly restricted by its tracks, but if it leaves its tracks to go wherever it wants, it doesn't become freer, it is destroyed because it violates its specific design. We apply this exact engineering logic to human nature. Humans have specific design parameters. We are built to operate within truth, love, goodness, and ultimately a relationship with God. Human flourishing is only physically and spiritually possible when we operate within those inherent design boundaries. If Christian rules were inherently restrictive, you would expect the saints, the people who followed those rules most strictly, to be history's most miserable, constrained individuals. Yet we see the exact opposite. Mother Teresa owned 3 sets of clothes and a bucket, yet she operated with a clarity and agency that few ever achieve. By stripping away every worldly choice, she gained the capacity to go anywhere and serve anyone without hesitation. Pope John Paul II championed this exact view throughout his papacy, teaching that human freedom finds its ultimate fulfillment only when it operates in truth and love. Christianity does not limit freedom, it liberates it from the illusion of unlimited choice and empowers you to become exactly who God created you to be.